where a lot of things are different. Different players, different managers, different teams in each league, different opponents, but still the same challenge. Welcome to Honor Hunter. Yes, welcome back to Season 2 of Honor Hunter. I hope I find you well. Now, as you can see, we're going to start off with the transfers. We've made a lot of deals since the last episode. So as you can see, Maksimovic has left. I did say I wanted to keep him, but he was complaining about a new contract, I think. Anyway, we sold him to Monaco for 11 million, which is what his value was at the time. Orestes Karnizis has also left, like I previously said. He has gone for 19 grand. Adam Unas has gone out to Nice for 13 million. I didn't actually agree to this transfer. It was the board that decided to sell him. So another one, Valerio Labriola. Don't know who he is, but he's gone to Genoa for 300 grand. Now a big one, Hirving Lozano has left to join Aston Villa for 25 million. And I'm not paying any of his wages, which is a big help, really. I mean, I said I wouldn't mind keeping him around, but we brought someone in who's going to be some player. Andrea Patagna also left. I don't think we actually ever played him. He was on loan at Spal last season, joined Lille for 4.4 million. Biggest regret, Massimiliano Mangraviti has left. We signed him last season for 4.2 million and we've sold him for not even $1 million. Yeah, I'll take all the blame for that one. And Alfredo Bifulco, also I've never heard of him, he spent last season on Juve Stabia. Nice. Now the transfers in, there has been quite a lot of them, but we've made a profit this year of around 60 million, which is very bizarre with the players that we've managed to get in. So as previously said, Matteo Politano has joined on a permanent for 16.25 million. He's a very, very good player, someone who we will definitely look at playing week in, week out, with Callejon as competition. Also, as previously discussed, Sergio Reguilon has joined up on a free transfer and he looks very, very good for a 23-year-old. He's worth 46 million and we got him on a free. Now this is the player that is going to replace Hirving Lozano, Thales Magno, who is labelled as a wonder kid. Signed for 22.5 million and he looks very good for he's 18 now. He's only just turned 18, but he is going to be some player in the future. Also another wonder kid, Jude Bellingham, has come in. The Englishman from Birmingham, signed for 15 million. Now I know he turns into an absolute beast on this game. Since Maksimovic has left, we also need another centre-half bringing in, so introducing Pau Torres, who we signed from Villarreal for 25 million. He's a backup for now, but when Kalidou Koulibaly eventually leaves, I mean he's 29 now, he'll start slowing down I assume soon. Pau Torres will definitely be there to step up. And he's better on his left hand side as well, which is helpful. Now Frank Kessie signed from AC Milan for a relatively cheap price of 22.5 million. I genuinely thought it would cost a lot more than that. He can play box to box, which is the role that we need, and he'll push Alan for a start. Also only 23 years old, so he's got a lot of improving to do. Jerome Ongwene, also a centre half who we brought in for 16.5 million. He looks very good for a 22-year-old as well. As Diallo has just come back from an injury, who knows, how they're going to fare, but we've definitely got Diallo, Koulibaly, Ongwene and Torres as the very strong defensive partnerships between all four of them. We've also signed Moise Keane on loan for the season. I couldn't really find a striker that we could buy, and I may as well fork out his 50 grand wage on loan. I mean, there's only 2 start, but he could be, if he can get into a run of form, he could be a really good player for the future. And who knows, we might sign him at the end of it. Who knows? And the last one, Niek Oosting, who is a youth player from Vitesse. We've signed him on a 4-year deal for 875 grand. He's definitely one for the future if Merritt does end up leaving at some point. So that concludes all of the transfers from our team anyway. There's been a lot of ongoings, but we start off with Milan, Torino and Perugia in this season, and yeah, I'm feeling very positive this season. Again, pre-season we didn't lose, but you know, I don't really judge form on our pre-season friendlies. Also, the Champions League group will come up also in this episode, so keep your eye out for that. And just before we start the game against AC Milan, we are just about to sign their very talented right back in Davide Calabria. One of the main reasons we're bringing him in is because Di Lorenzo's out for 3 months with a broken ankle, and once he comes back, I'm thinking of possibly moving him on, because from what I remember, he's very injury prone, and it's not as if he's got 2 or 3 days there, but 5 weeks. 2016 he got a sprayed knee ligament, and he got one there as well, so you know, it could be a recurring injury. But for 13 million, I think that is a really good deal. And he also adds to the homegrown players. Also, Carlos Sabatini is joining on our coaching staff. I've hired a lot of scouts this year and a lot of coaches to. I just want to be the best at everything in the league, to be honest. We're getting there. Although I am thinking of getting some more physios, because these are not good enough. So bear with me a minute while I try and get some more physios. So I've just sacked all my physios, and it turns out that I didn't have any head of sports science either, which doesn't help. So strangely enough, this team is the exact same as last season, apart from Reguilon is going to be coming in at left back. Do I still have Mario Rui? Oh, I did sell Mario Rui. I sold Mario Rui for 13 million to Brian. So our left backs for this season are Goulam, who is, where is he? There. And Reguilon as our left back. Luperto is wanted by Atalanta. They did inquire about him, but I said I wanted 7.5 million for him, and they said no. So no doubt they'll come back in. I might even loan him out. You know, with our 4 centre halves that we've got now, he's not really going to play. So looking at the 2 teams as we start off, as you can see, Xherdan Shaqiri is now at AC Milan, formerly of Inter Milan. And who's this guy? Myron Baudu. Signed for 49 million from AZ Alkmaar. So need to keep a lookout for him this season. So for the visitors so far, we've got Donnarumma, Conte, Musacchio, Romagnoli and Teo Hernandez, the exact same back line as last season, apart from Calabria, who has just signed for us. Leonardo Paredes, signed from PSG, has come in to the side, with Benacer assisting him in the midfield. Xherdan Shaqiri out on the right, while Hakan Çalhanoğlu is out on the left, with Lucas Paqueta playing just behind Baudu. For our team, we've got Alex Merritt in goal, with the main man Kevin in right back. Kalidou Koulibaly links back up with Abdou Diallo in the centre of defence, with Sergio Reguilon getting his debut. Christopher Ager is the new holding midfielder for Napoli. Meanwhile, Alan and Fabian are a very familiar midfield pair. Politano makes his first permanent debut for the club after a very successful loan spell last season. Lorenzo Insigne, the captain, needs to pick up form this season, as he were very disappointing last year. And Andrea Belotti up top, the man who won the European Golden Shoe. Here we are, we kick off at the San Paolo for the first game of the season. Straight away there's a highlight, and this could be very worrying or very promising. Blotti plays it out to Politano. Lorenzo Insigne comes close. Let's hope he is more sharper than that this season. Donnarumma plays it out from the back. Musacchio over to Romagnoli, his defensive partner. Theo Hernandez plays it back inside to Newman. Paredes. AC Milan are playing it very nicely around the park. Romagnoli loses out and Lorenzo Insigne is through on goal, and Lorenzo Insigne has scored. That's his 100th goal for Napoli. Romagnoli plays the ball back to Musacchio. He does have a lot of time and a lot of options, and Lorenzo Insigne just, well, I don't know what that was for a run. It looked like he was moonwalking, but Lorenzo Insigne puts Napoli 1-0 up inside the first 15 minutes. Xherdan Shaqiri whips it in, headed away, and Lorenzo Insigne is putting his afterburners again, and Blotti's through, and Donnarumma's parried it wide, and that's gone out for a corner. It's over by Politano, and Insigne heads over. He looks very sharp in this first half so far. Last season we were playing him on an inside forward. This year we've gone for more of a inverted winger, should I say. Gallo over to Insigne. Linking up with play really nicely. Serge Reguilon. Ager, Alan, Politano. Can he whip it out to the wing to Malcott? He's gone for the shot and it's just wide. To say we've only got 34% possession, we are battering them so far. Right, that is very, very promising first half. And AC Milan haven't really had a chance. Well, they've had one shot, but it only takes one shot to score one goal. Reguilon, can he get the ball down the wing? Belotti's through, but he's up against Musacchio. He takes him on. Politano heads the ball into the far corner, and Napoli double their lead. Belotti runs down the wing with Musacchio way out of position. He takes him on. He just whips the ball to the far post, and Politano beats Donnarumma 2-0. I quite like this more when we're in a match, more of a commentator role. Free kick here for AC Milan, and Musacchio, and there's what's going on there? Kalidou Koulibaly with the own goal. I don't think he really knew much about it, but AC Milan have pulled a goal back here. Shaqiri heads to the back, and yeah. Chin up, son. So I'm making a triple change. Why have I just put Pau Torres in midfield? Thales Magno has come on. I'll just call him Magno. And Mertens has come on for Belotti, who's been very quiet so far. Let's just hope we can hold on for the win and not mess about with it at the back. Can we stop passing it back, please? You're scaring me. Insigne. Fabian knocks it over to Reguilon. Oh no. Baldu is absolutely storming our defence there, and we got away with it. And there we have it. Napoli get their first 3 points of the season with I would say a very convincing win against Milan, really. I mean, other than that own goal, very misfortunate by Kalidou Koulibaly. And there we go, we get our first 3 points of the season. Now, just looking here, just before we play Torino, the Champions League draw is going to be made. Juventus just beat Cagliari 4-0. Aubameyang plays for Inter Milan. How much did they sign him for? They've got him on loan. Oh, we could have gone for him. We could have gone for Aubameyang on loan, and we went and got friggin' Moise Kean. Transfer deadline is in 1 week, so if we do need to sign anyone, we need to hurry up about it. I can't believe Aubameyang's at Inter. Torino have just played their first game of the season and lost to newly promoted Benevento. Let's hope we can punish them even more. Oh, here are all our physios coming in. Parma want Maliko at loan. I'm going to accept that because he could get some good Serie A football at Parma. That's unless I've just embarrassed myself and Parma got relegated last season. Oh no, the fourth. Well, I mean it's been one game, but they're in the first division, so that's all that matters. Now, if I am correct, I think we are seed 2, as we were last year as well. Vladimir Kirikesh. We've just sold him to Wolves. I'm sure I agreed to that months ago, as he was on loan last year at Sassuolo last year. Oh. I hope we don't get a tough group this time. Right, we are in pot B, well, pot 2. That is a very strong third seed. Dortmund, Lazio, Leverkusen, Salzburg, Valencia, Moscow, Leipzig and Monaco. Ideally, we need either Group C or Group F. We're done with Group A. Barcelona. Oh no. I mean, that is not pleasant. Barca, Bayer Leverkusen and Copenhagen. Let me know how far you think we'll get this year. Will we qualify? Will we finish top? Or will we drop back into the Europa League again? I do think if we drop into the Europa League again, then we will be a lot better than we were last year. Ragnar Klavan's on the transfer list. We should go and buy him. Right, I'm only going to do 2 matches today, as this episode is going to go on for quite a while. Still got another game yet. Plus, no one wants to see Perugia anyway. They're not very good. So we are here at the Torino match, Olimpico Grande Torino. What a very catchy name. Anyway, so we'll start off with the opponents. They've got Sirigu in goal, Montiel and Kulu, Bremer and Ansaldi in defence, Robert Tone, Baselli in holding midfield with our former man Simone Verde and another former man Ahmed Yunus, who we only sold last season. Iago Falque just behind the big man Simone Zaza. Looking at their bench there, they've got Izo, they've got Rincon, Borre from River Plate, Joel Campbell, a blast from the past, along with some others. But our team, we got number 1 Alex Merritt, number 2 Kevin Malcutt, number 26 Kalidou Koulibaly, number 3 Abdou Diallo, number 21 Sergio Reguilon, number 15 Christopher Ager, number 5 Alan, number 8 Fabian, number 18 Matteo Politano, number 24 and captain Lorenzo Insigne, and number 9 Andrea Bellotti. First away game of the season. Let's pick up where we finished in the AC Milan game. First highlight, 8 minutes in. Ager picks the ball up from a throw-in from Reguilon. Diallo drives forward with it. Plays it back to Koulibaly. Alan. Over to Kevin. Can he find a pass? Ager pings it out to Reguilon. Squeezes past, and Bellotti has got his first goal of the season. 8 minutes in here, away at Torino. Very good football there from Ager. Over to Reguilon, who beats their right back. He comes on in the inside, and I think he goes for a shot, and Sirigu parries it straight back out to Bellotti, and Napoli take an early lead. Corner, Insigne whips over, Bellotti heads over the bar. Free header there, he probably should be getting them on target. Sergio Reguilon picks up a yellow card. Half time here at the Olimpico Grande Torino, and it's 1-0 to Napoli thanks from an 8th minute goal from the main man Andrea Bellotti. Send them out the second half, no changes. We are battering them in terms of shots and shots on target. They've not even had a shot yet. Diallo carries the ball. Pings it over to Politano and Sirigu just clears it off the line. Brilliant pass by Abdou Diallo. Here's Kevin. What's to Alan? Whips it to Reguilon. Whips it back over. Politano just wide. Napoli are knocking on the door for a second goal. Jose Callejon is coming on for Politano, who's not had the greatest of games, rating wise anyway. Diallo over to Reguilon. A lot of football going over Reguilon's side. Fabian runs down where Reguilon should be, and Reguilon picks it up. Fabian inside, Insigne lays it off to Ager. Can someone get a shot away? Can he get it over to Kevin? Can he get a cross into Belotti? Callejon. Belotti! Just wide. Napoli are really going to have to get a goal to kill this game off. As like we said in the last game, Alton takes one shot to score one goal. Throw-in is Iago Falque, a former Roma man I think. Malcutt wins it out nicely. Alan plays it back to Kevin. I keep calling him Kevin and then Malcutt. Diallo pings it over to Insigne and Fabian. Alan. Patient build up. Reguilon, can he get the ball in the box? Insigne just over the bar. Again, wasted opportunities here. Insigne has a shot and it's just tipped over and it's gone up for a corner. And there we go, a nice 1-0 win. Very, very dominant performance. Torino only had one shot and it wasn't even on target. But there we have it. Ended the first episode, made some signings. Absolute two dominant performances and two great results. Can't really ask for more. So I'm gonna try and get a video out tomorrow if I can. If not, then it'll be Monday 6 o'clock the usual. Until then, have a lovely weekend and I will see you on Monday.